Cohesion is the grammatical and lexical linking within a text, a sentence that holds a text together and gives it meaning. It is related to the broader concept of coherence. There are two main types of cohesion: grammatical cohesion, which is based on structural content, and lexical cohesion, which is based on lexical content and background knowledge. A cohesive text is created in many different ways. In Cohesion in English, A.K. Halliday and Ruqayya Hassan identify 5 general categories of cohesive devices that create coherence in texts: reference, ellipsis, substitution, lexical cohesion, and conjunction. Conjunction and transitions. A conjunction sets up a relationship between two clauses. The most basic but least cohesive is a conjunction and. Transitions are conjunctions that add cohesion to text and include then, however, in fact, and consequently. Conjunctions can also be implicit and deduced from correctly interpreting the text. Referencing. There are 2 referential devices that can create cohesion. Anaphoric reference occurs when the writer refers back to someone or something that has been previously identified, to avoid repetition. Some examples: replacing the taxi driver with the pronoun he or 2 girls with they. Another example can be found in formulaic sequences such as stated previously, or the aforementioned. Cataphoric reference is the opposite of anaphora, a reference forward as opposed to backward in the discourse. Something is introduced in the abstract before it is identified. For example, "Here he comes, our award-winning host, it's John Doe." Cataphoric references can also be found in written text. There is one more referential device, which cannot create cohesion. Exaphoric reference is used to describe generics or abstracts without ever identifying them. E.g., rather than introduce a concept, the writer refers to it by a generic word such as everything. The prefix exo means outside, and the persons or events referred to in this manner will never be identified by the writer. Halliday and Hassan considered exaphoric reference as not cohesive, since it does not tie 2 elements together into in text. Ellipsis. Ellipsis is another cohesive device. It happens when, after a more specific mention, words are omitted when the phrase needs to be repeated. A simple conversational example: "Where are you going?" "To dance." The full form of B's reply would be, "I am going to dance." A simple written example: "The younger child was very outgoing, the older much more reserved." The omitted words from the second clause are child and was. Substitution. A word is not omitted, as in ellipsis, but is substituted for another, more general word. For example, "Which ice cream would you like?" "I would like the pink one," where "one" is used instead of repeating ice cream. Quote, "This works in a similar way to pronouns, which replace the noun. For example, ice cream is a noun, and its pronoun could be it, as in I dropped the ice cream because it was dirty." Grammatical cohesion. In linguistics, grammar refers to the logical and structural rules that govern the composition of clauses, phrases, and words in any given natural language. The term refers also to the study of such rules, and this field includes morphology and syntax, often complemented by phonetics, phonology, semantics, and pragmatics. Lexical cohesion. Lexical cohesion refers to the way in which related words are chosen to link elements of a text. There are 2 forms: repetition and collocation. Repetition uses the same word, or synonyms, antonyms, etc. For example, "Which dress are you going to wear?" "I will wear my green frock" uses the synonyms dress and frock. The lexical cohesion. Collocation uses related words that typically go together or tend to repeat the same meaning. An example is the phrase "once upon a time."